What's up, hustlers? Welcome back to the channel where we break down the barriers to startup success. Today we're diving headfirst into a topic that's close to my heart: employee stock ownership plans, better known as ESOPs. Listen up, because this isn't just about fancy financial terms. It's about building a company culture that wins. We're going to unpack what ESOP shares actually are, why they should matter to you, and how they benefit both the rock stars on your team and the company as a whole. Whether you're a founder grinding it out or a future unicorn employee, this video is your playbook. So grab your notebooks, buckle up, and let's get down to business. All right, let's break it down. ESOP shares, or employee stock ownership plan shares, are basically like golden tickets for your employees. They give your team, from the developers to the marketers, a piece of the ownership pie. Think of it as equity compensation that lets your employees share in the company's success. These shares represent a real percentage of ownership, not just some empty promise. It means when your company grows, explodes even, your employees grow with it. They become invested, literally, in the company's journey. And that, my friends, is a game changer. Let's face it, in the startup world, talent is everything. You need the best of the best to compete. But here's the kicker. Attracting top-tier talent often means competing with those big established companies with deep pockets. So how do you, as a scrappy startup, level the playing field? Enter ESOPs. Instead of trying to match those crazy salaries, offer something even more valuable: ownership. Top talent, the kind that moves mountains, they aren't just looking for a job. They're looking for a mission. They want to be part of something big, something that will disrupt the game. ESOPs give them skin in the game, a chance to share in the rewards of their hard work. Hiring great talent is one thing, but keeping them, that's a whole other ballgame. High turnover can cripple a startup. Think about it. You're constantly onboarding, constantly training. It's a drain on your resources and your time. ESOPs act like golden handcuffs, but in a good way. When employees have a vested interest in the company's success, they're far less likely to jump ship. ESOPs tie their financial well-being directly to the company's performance. They win when the company wins. That kind of alignment creates loyalty and commitment that you just can't buy. Chapter 4, Building an Ownership Culture from Employees to Entrepreneurs. This is where ESOPs go beyond just financial incentives. We're talking about building a company culture that breeds success. When you give your employees ownership, something magical happens. They stop thinking like employees and start thinking like owners. Suddenly, they're not just there to collect a paycheck, they're invested in the company's mission. They take initiative, they contribute game-changing ideas, and they collaborate like a team on a mission because, well, they are. This sense of ownership is contagious. It permeates every level of the company, creating a culture of accountability and shared success. Chapter 5, Playing the Long Game, ESOPs and Long-Term Vision. Look, the startup world is all about speed, agility, and disrupting the status quo, but it's also about playing the long game, building a sustainable business that stands the test of time. And that requires a long-term vision, one that your team buys into. ESOPs encourage everyone to think beyond the next quarter, the next funding round, or the next product launch. They incentivize employees to make decisions that benefit the company in the long run. This kind of long-term thinking leads to smarter decisions, a more sustainable growth strategy, and ultimately a more resilient company. Chapter 6, Unlocking Funding and Growth. ESOPs as a badge of honor. Let's be real. Securing funding is the lifeblood of any startup. You need capital to grow, to scale, to achieve those ambitious goals. But investors, VCs, they're not just looking at your product or your market size. They're looking at your team, your culture, your DNA. A well-structured ESOP sends a powerful message to investors that you value your employees, that you're building a company where everyone has skin in the game. It's a badge of honor, a signal to the outside world that you're building something special, something built to last. Chapter 7, The Financial Upside, ESOPs and Wealth Creation. Let's talk about the elephant in the room, money. We all know that working at a startup, especially in the early days, can mean long hours, lots of uncertainty, and maybe even some ramen noodle dinners. But with ESOPs, there's the potential for a massive financial upside. As the company grows and those shares increase in value, your employees get to reap the rewards. We're not just talking about a small bonus here. We're talking about life-changing wealth. It's the ultimate motivation, the chance to be a part of something that could change their lives forever. Chapter 8. Tax advantages. Keeping more money where it belongs. Now, I'm not a tax expert and this is not financial advice, but it's important to talk about the tax advantages that ESOPs can offer, both for your company and your employees. In many cases, contributions made to the ESOP are tax deductible. That's right, you can actually save money on taxes while also rewarding your team. And for your employees, they might benefit from favorable tax treatment on their ESOP gains. It's a win-win situation. Chapter 9, the happiness factor, ESOPs and job satisfaction. We spend a huge chunk of our lives at work. Shouldn't it be a place where we feel valued, motivated, and yes, even happy? The truth is, employees who feel like they're part of something bigger, who have a stake in the company's success, are generally happier and more fulfilled. ESOPs contribute to a positive work environment where everyone feels valued and appreciated. And let's be honest, happy employees are productive employees. They're more likely to go the extra mile to innovate and to create a company culture that people love to be a part of. Chapter 10. The exit strategy, planning for the future with ESOPs. Every founder dreams of building a successful company. But what happens when it's time to move on, to pursue new ventures, or simply enjoy the fruits of your labor? ESOPs can be a powerful exit strategy for founders. By gradually transferring ownership to employees, you create a seamless transition plan. Your legacy lives on, your employees are taken care of, and the company is in good hands. It's a win-win-win situation. Outro ESOP, your way to startup success. There you have it, folks. We've covered the what, the why, and the how of ESOPs in the startup world. Remember, building a successful company isn't just about the bottom line. It's about the people who make it all happen. If you found this video valuable, do me a solid. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel for more game-changing content, and share this video with your network. Let's spread the ESOP love. Now, I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below and tell me your thoughts on ESOPs. Have any questions? Fire away. And let me know what topics you want me to tackle next. Until then, keep hustling.